Hey guys.
Hey, how are you?
Video blog update coming to you right now.
So what are we looking at here with the latest update? This looks interesting. It looks like it's some sort of poll or voting system that someone's done.
So you guys have all found out about Joe Ferguson's channel.
If you haven't, look it up.
Link below.
Yep.
He set up the ScaleFreak.com, which you guys all know about, and GCM has been down to his place to do some rig reviews and bench questions, and he decided to do this Facebook poll, which was a voter's choice, to find out what you guys want him to build for this season.
I mean, it was nice that we were included, first of all.
I'm very happy about that.
Thank you. And so thanks for that, Joe and the community. The other nice thing is, or the nice surprise is we seem to be on top.
Yeah, this is pretty clear, and if you follow Joe's video blogs that he's been doing all along through the last month about what's going on with the viewer's choice, you know, you guys pretty much cleared up the air about that, and it was GCM skeleton all the way, so yeehaw.
I mean, we had some tough competition.
More of these are coming.
Right? Like the Vaterra Blazer.
Yeah, and we love that kit.
Of course, absolutely. That
was great.
Yeah, it's a great kit. We've had fun building it. And then, you know, there's a couple other things from RC 4-wheel drive here and Axial products, so we're quite surprised and happy that we ended up on top with that.
Well, that's great. So thank you to the viewers.
Yeah.
Thanks to all the people that went on to ScaleFreak Facebook, link below, and signed in there and got yourselves a vote, and that was fantastic. And thanks again to Joe for setting that up, and we look forward to seeing what he's going to do with this build. And you know what? There's so many varieties of Jeeps out there. You know, everybody knows that I'm a Jeep guy.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, I
try to change that by doing Blazers and Chevrolets and whatever else.
Well, I got a Blazer under my belt now, and I've got another one in the works, and so there's
and a Ford right over your shoulder that everyone's waiting for you to finish, Chris. Anyways. Yeah.
So this video is basically an update on all the stuff that is sort of like unfinished kicking around the shop here, and we're going to talk about a whole bunch of different stuff.
Right.
I wanted to clear the air about this and say thank you to all you viewers who voted on that poll, and we look forward to seeing all of your rigs. Link them below. If you've got skeleton J2 trucks or Unimogs or Blazers or whatever you built on top of them, we want to see that chassis in your video, so link those below if you can, and we'll have a look because we love all your videos.
We're looking forward to it, guys.
Yep. There's unfinished stuff around. You guys all have this at your shop. This here Ford is one of those projects that I've had, I don't know, 80% done for 6 months. Yeah,
sometimes you just start building and then you get to a certain point and then you kind of either lose interest or go in a different direction depending on what's happening, right? So that's kind of what we've been faced with. And as you said, there's a few projects on the go that have stalled, and
Blazer kind of killed the Ford out for a second.
Well, yeah, I mean the new Vaterra products that were coming out, the Blazer, we really sort of jumped on that and wanted to sort of develop that and see what that was all about, and that's what we did. So everything else sort of took a back seat.
This happened.
Yes. This looks like a truss for the rear of the new Vaterra Blazer, if I am correct.
Yep. And it's only this thick.
Yeah.
Nice. So instead of the rear links actually humping over the back axle, like in some weird, strange fashion, because Vaterra wanted to have the links all the same length. We created this new truss, and all you do is take out the 12mm spacer in the stock Vaterra link, take it back out, put in your new truss, all the original hardware, everything drops right back together, boom, you're done.
Easy. And it really sort of cleans up that geometry of the rear suspension.
It does help out the geometry, and our trucks, I mean, we both rode our trucks for several hours in the last few weeks, and I love the performance of it.
You know, that was, I had finished my rig and didn't really have an opportunity to, the Blazer, didn't really have an opportunity to drive it much simply because of where we are.
It's a little snowy.
Yeah, so I was quite pleased with how well they performed.
Very well.
In the environment that, you know, Florida, sand, rock, what have you. Really well. They really performed really well. I'm happy with the Vaterra Blazer. Awesome product.
I love mine.
Yeah, it actually is quite nice.
So, and you already know that because my Blazer, the black one, is already in the videos in our channel because just before this blog came out, we did the 3 Crawl Fest.
Correct.
And then there's more Crawl Fest coming after that, and you'll see Dana's Blazer in some of the later ones that are coming out.
Great.
And we also, in between there, after this video blog, you're also going to see a scale talk that we have out for the channel. That's scheduled up, and a rig review, so there's tons of stuff going on the channel. And, I mean...
Very exciting.
There's so much going on.
The one video that's coming out in a little bit, there's a night crawl that we did in Florida, and
wow.
I filmed it. Well, we filmed it, not sure how it would turn out simply because it's night, but apparently I haven't seen it yet, or all of it, but I hear the footage is quite nice, so look out for that.
Really cool.
Yeah, for sure.
And that's also a testament to GoPro. What edition is yours?
3 plus or something, silver or something. Yeah.
Wow. The camera is incredible. I mean, literally night run. I'm talking like it's not lit. And you can totally see everything.
Good.
Anyway, the run is really cool. You're going to love it.
Great.
So lots of cool footage coming from that. And that's still Crawl Fest. We still got videos from Crawl Fest
so
coming out.
Stay tuned, guys.
Yeah, there's lots going on there.
Yeah.
This is one of the new products that is now officially released. Check below at the GCM site. You can now buy this truss. It's tiny. It uses a stock hardware. You just drop it in, and it'll help your back geometry a little bit on your ascender.
Yep.
New production update for Cross Canyon chassis. The brand new production is finished, and we added 2 little tiny holes right here behind the tower.
And why would you do that?
Well, because the ever popular Dinky RC cantilever kit will bolt right on. That's why.
That's mint. That's mint. So now someone can bolt these Dinky RCs right onto your Cross Canyon chassis.
Yep.
You know, do what you want with the interior, whatever that may be, but now you have an opportunity and a space to do it.
Right. And if you don't want the shock tower on the back, you can snip it off, put the cantilever on, and away you go.
Yeah, easy peasy.
And that's exactly what we did with our blue Jeep, which is over here. It's got a full Cross Canyon Ultimate combo for SCX axles, and we put the cantilever on it just like that because it bolts on. Boom.
Yeah. Excellent. Well, that's a nice little update and a little upgrade for all those guys that are thinking about a Cross Canyon chassis. Now you can put your Dinky RC cants on the back.
Awesome. And by the way, if you're building a custom truck with one of these and you're looking for bumpers, call this guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
ScaleFreak.
ScaleFreak.
Link below.
I know we met those guys, we've talked about it, but a really good operation going on there, really good crew.
Nice quality product.
And, you know, they've got their life invested in it, so let's invest in them. And because of that, they're producing some really good product.
They've got a bunch of new team drivers for this season, and things are really ramping up at the ScaleFreak end.
Yeah, for sure.
So we're pretty excited for them.
Yeah.
And they have nice hats.
They sure do. I wish I was wearing mine, but I didn't wear it.
Failed.
Fail.
Other production updates to GCM. This is obviously a twin hammer hoop. You guys have been emailing and calling about when's the hoops and when's the tower plate ready for... They're in production, okay? And because of what's going on at GCM, we're actually producing like huge volumes of these now. So when there's like 100 Cross Canyon kits on the machines, the hoops aren't going to get done tomorrow. They're going to get done like in a week. So anyway, these are all finished. We're waiting for base plates. They should be in stock very, 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 very soon. And then they should be in stock for a long time.
Excellent.
And another production update I want to add is if you guys have gotten one of the SCX combos or ordered an SCX front bumper servo mount from us, you might notice it came with 4 little white spacers in the package now, which is new.
Okay. Why would you add those?
Well, because when we do assemblies on these, our trucks tend to be slammed.
Yes.
You know how I build trucks.
Yep.
Like
absolutely.
this, where everything's just slammed.
Yep.
And if that's the case, and you mount the servo onto the bumper servo mount on the SCX, the frame on the front kind of dips down on an SCX, and the servo steering linkage tends to be a little bit low. So the 4 spacers are actually to help you lift the servo. So you can put the spacers on the mount, then you put the servo on top, then you put the hardware in. It's all included in here. And it gives you an option so that if you want to lift the servo and straighten out your steering geometry for a slam truck, it's really easy because all the stuff's in there. So we just added the spacers to the kit. No problem.
Excellent. Good thought.
Thank you.
This tire, which is awful. This is a Tamiya tire from a certain buggy that we had started you know, to talk about and build at one point, and then, as we discussed earlier in this specific video, it kind of fell off to the wayside. What's this from?
That's off of my Sand Rover.
Right, and I think I have one that's very similar that's yellow, and it's off my holiday buggy.
Yep.
A lot of you guys out there have been, hey, what's going on? I think, I'm not sure how long ago, maybe 6 months ago, we had purchased these in hopes to, and still will, sort of come up with a concept for each of us, a build-off, so to speak. However, it's got sort of put off to the side. And the reason why we're sort of talking about it at the moment is it seems as though we have a small gap in our opportunity to work on it, and so I think we've committed to getting back to the build-off.
I kind of, mine stalled for a couple reasons, because I got frustrated with the lack of scale on the suspension side.
Yeah, horrible. We didn't realize how horrible it was.
The pictures, I can see it from I can see the box from here up on the on the top.
Yeah, yeah.
And the box art looks like, oh yeah, it's kind of cool, you know, it kind of, Well, when you start putting the buggy together, you realize that the wheels are like 18 feet apart from each other.
It's really, I mean, again, for those who are just getting into the hobby, it's perfect. For those who have been in the hobby, and when you actually sort of put it all together and you realize there's not just, you just can't put it together and make it look good. You've got to do scale. Yeah, you've got to do a lot to it when it comes to maybe 3D printing or custom metal work or finding a just different chassis. In my case, so
we have a plan anyway.
Yeah, we're sort of coming up with a plan. However, it's still there. We know you guys are anxious to see it.
Yeah.
We can't give you a necessary time as to when they're done, but we haven't forgot about it, and we still plan to build them. And you'll start to see hopefully some progress in that in the short term.
We had originally decided on the Tamiya builds that we were going to do them from the box.
Yeah.
And then we would have some kind of a similar base to go by, and you know, we'd do our own touches on it, and away we go.
Right.
Except that, you know, when we tore into it, at least in my case, I love the body and the look and stuff, and I've got mods planned for that sort of thing, which I can't talk about because then you'll find out. But the suspension.
Yeah, it's just. I mean, I looked at it. I don't know. Yeah, I looked at the original, and the original vintage one, the actual chassis, the tires tuck in underneath the fenders.
Yeah, which is great.
Which is great, and now the one that they've re-released, the tires are sticking way out, and
they're huge.
And huge, and so
like this is the back. I mean, but this is even the front one is this big. Like it's huge.
Right, and so. The time that's invested in order to create what we want, we thought would be, you know, yay big, and it's turning out to be a lot more. So we'll have to put some effort towards that, and so we will. And so stay tuned, because that build-off hasn't been forgotten, and we'll continue that in the short term.
I want to put up a big thank you to RC Soup.
Oh yes, thank you.
RC Soup right there.
Yep.
We had a chance to meet the RC Soup media crew down at the Crawlfest in Florida.
Yep.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And he came around, he was nice enough to come around to our table and take pictures of our trucks and talk about kind of what GCM does, and so I'll link below in the description for the RC Soup article. And I want to say thank you to RC Soup for actually doing good media work for all of our RC community.
Right. Yeah, it's always nice to sort of see that publication, you know, any publication for that matter, but this one in particular, it was well written. It was a nice sort of caption of the event that we went.
Yeah, he did the whole event. It wasn't just like, oh, look at there's the GCM tent. I mean, he talked about it, the whole thing. It was really well done. Yeah,
so if you're looking for some literature about, you know, the event other than what we're doing, that's a great spot to check, and then maybe invest some time next year coming.
Have a look at RC Soup, and you can keep up with his blog and follow him around, and he does all these great articles. So that was really nice. Yes. Really nice to see that, and thanks for the media coverage.
Thank you.
Thanks. What's next for us? In the next couple weeks, we are going to
Harrisburg, Pennsylvania.
Motorama.
Yes, sir.
So if you're a gearhead,
yes,
you got to go to Motorama.
Well, I mean, tell me a little bit about Motorama. What are we expecting at this type of event?
You see this tire?
Yep.
Okay, anything that might have a tire on it will be there.
So one-to-ones?
Full size, car shows, dirt bike racing, go-karts, RC, Recon G6 is doing an event in Motorama, if you can believe that.
Inside?
Inside.
That'll be cool. Are we doing that?
I hope so.
Me too.
Unless Parker decides that he's going to take it outside, which he could.
Yep.
Nobody knows what's going to happen with Parker. Nobody. Not even Parker.
Sounds like a really interesting event, though. I mean,
yeah.
You know, we go to these things, and there's lots of cool stuff when it comes to one-to-one and RC, but this is sort of all-encompassing. I'm anxious and excited to see this event. If you're anywhere in the area,
yep.
You know, come see us, say hi if you want, or take in the event and see a lot of cool stuff.
Look for a couple of guys. Yeah, you're cool anyway. Look for a couple of guys walking around with GCM shirts because we're not going to have a tent there.
Right.
So you'll probably find us hanging out at a lot of RC stuff.
Yeah.
And otherwise, we'll be like this, looking around with cameras on our eyeballs and doing GoPro and videos and trying to get some rig reviews with people that are there. And so we're going to go there kind of like a media crew ourselves and take it all in because this is like, and Recon is awesome. I don't know what to say.
But you know, the nice thing too, one of the things that we try to do is if we go to these events, not everyone can attend.
No.
We are sometimes lucky enough to be able to attend these types of things, and we'll put some footage together so everyone can experience it who's following us on our channel. So that's...
Well, and for those of you who haven't kept up with the Ontario crawl schedule, which is huge, by the way, and if you ever want to find out what's going on in Ontario, go to socrawl.com.
Yep.
Link below.
Yep. Because
we have a Recon G6 coming to Ontario on the end of May.
Right. 30th or something?
30th of May.
Yeah. Yeah.
So at the Warsaw Caves. Yeah.
Awesome. So that's Peterborough, right?
Yeah, it's kind of like Peterborough, around Peterborough area. Yeah. Okay. So for us, not too far. If you're anywhere near Toronto, not too far. All the Ontario guys ought to be there, and we're really happy that Parker's bringing Recon to Ontario again. Yep. And this time at the Caves, and that should be a hoot. But the cool thing is, one of the Recons is happening in Harrisburg, and we're going to go check it out.
Cool. Awesome.
Yep.
Yep. Cool.
So that's probably the next time you get to see us. We're going to have a whole bunch of videos rolled out between this video and Motorama.
So we're finishing up with a little bit of Crawlfest Florida stuff.
There's a bunch more. So between now and Motorama, there's at least one rig review, a scale talk.
Yep.
At least 2 more of the Crawlfest that are already on the schedule. And boy, that's... You know, Motorama's in a couple weeks.
We're going to be busy, as we are. Awesome.
Awesome. So, thanks again to all the ScaleFreak people. You guys are freaks, and I'm glad you like scale.
Absolutely. That's the way to be.
Looking forward to seeing how that build turns out. And if you have any questions or comments, post them below, and we'll be happy to answer. And very glad to see the RC community come behind GCM Racing like this. And thanks again, guys, and keep watching. The channel is stuffed with new material. See you later.